Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Energy Healing Your Subconscious Mind. I'm super happy and so blessed and so thankful to have in this live streaming show Cynthia Kemper. She's going to be with us doing this live show with me. And we are going to be helping people that are connected to this live show. Every Sunday, we change the name. So every Sunday, we work with different topics. I am 𝘊𝘆Ripoll, Emotion and Body Code Certified Practitioner. Hi, Cynthia. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing wonderful, Paulo. Thank you so much. I am so grateful to be here with you and to be able to continue this awesome adventure of teaching people about energy medicine within their subconscious mind, because we can do so much that they are not aware of. And we're here to teach them the right ways to do it. And today we are here to talk to you about weight loss, about so many people in this world, as we see, are overweight. And they have so many emotions involved in this. And sometimes it's not their fault at all, is it, Paulo?
No, it's not. I have seen when I work with weight loss, is a lot of emotional baggage, but also a lot of imbalances in the body.
Yes. Especially when people are overweight, their hormones will not function correctly. And within the adipose tissue itself, it also produces hormones. And if that is a little bit too much overweight, then it's not going to be able to produce what it needs. And then in comes the diabetes, the high blood pressure, the heart attacks, the increased cholesterol. There's so many imbalances that can be made from just having adipose tissue. But remember, it's not always about what your body's doing. It's about what your subconscious mind is doing, and the emotional baggage that's in that mind that may have come from utero to where you are now, that could have made an imbalance, right, Paulo?
Exactly, precisely, Cynthia. There are imbalances that I have seen in my practice that are very important. Like, for example, the adipose tissue, it's an imbalance that always will show up as other imbalances. And something that always I tell people I work with is that something that is good for an other person, it doesn't mean that it's going to be good for you. For every person and for everybody, we need different type of food. I mean, sometimes could be similar, but for example, for some people, dairy food will create inflammation and perhaps will contribute that they can gain weight. But for others, no. For others, no. And for some people, it is good some type of food. For other people, is not good that type of food. And always I tell people, it's very important that you will learn how to muscle test. Why? Because muscle testing, for me, it's a blessing. It's not difficult to learn. Every person can learn. And if you know how to muscle test, every person can muscle test the food they eat. And ask if that's healthy for their bodies, or if that food they want to eat, it's going to help them to gain the perfect weight that they want to have.
Yes. You know, when Paula, when I started learning how to muscle test, that's how we learned, was with food. We would take, per se, a banana. We would do the sway test and we'd hold it to our chest and we'd clear all our mind, let ourselves be grounded and just to breathe and just to, stand still, let your mind be clear and hold this banana, and then ask your subconscious mind, is this banana healthy for me at this time? Is it for my optimal level? And if it is, your body will sway forward. And if it's not, it will sway backwards. that's one way to muscle test, but you can influence also, I feel, within your subconscious mind. Do you feel that with the sway test, Paulo, that they can sometimes sway what they're doing?
Yes, definitely yes. Definitely yes. Definitely yes. Definitely yes. For example, I have seen that learning the sway test as the first technique is very easy. And for example, when I tell someone, make a try, do the sway test, they cannot believe how the body the body moves.
Right.
And I believe it's important to learn another one, to learn
Yes.
another technique with the hands. I mean, with the hands, and trust, and because it's practice. I mean,
it is.
It's like that. You will not expect that in 1 week you are going to be 100% proficient in muscle testing. But yes, in 1 month, you need to trust and practice, 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 and you will trust your hands or your body.
Yes, like Dr. Brad says, practice 100 times a day.
Yes.
There's so many easy ways. There is the hole-in-one where you test like this, and I always hook, and you can pull it through like this. This is a no answer. This would be a yes answer. Or we can do the ring and ring method. And we can do this method where this is yes, this is no, or the side by side, and it'll stop. If it's a no, it'll sling. You can do the flick method. And this is, some people, people go around doing this like they've got something stuck on their finger, but actually right behind where your muscle, your thumb goes, you hook the finger there. And if it's yes and no, it breaks easily. Because remember, when you are muscle testing, and if you muscle test as much as Paulo and I do, 8 hours a day, for an hour each time, we get about 15 minutes break. By the time nighttime rolls around, our hands are going, it really sometimes is very achy. So remember, it's not the strength. It's not brute strength. It is a very light pull. And one of the things you can practice on is your name per se. And say, is my name such and such, and it'll stay. And if it's not, it'll not. And it knows whether it's your name on your birth certificate or not. But if you take the foods that you absolutely love, because everybody thinks when you have a weight problem, you have to go on a diet. We are already given the food we need. We don't need to go on these fancy diets that most of the time, from what I've heard from people, that they go on them, they lose the weight, yay, and then the weight comes back, but now it comes back even more. Have you heard that, Paulo?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. So see, if people that are watching right now this show, anyone wants to learn how to muscle test, please let us know, because we can do a special class on that, and we can help you to practice the different techniques, so you will learn how to muscle test. And for example, perhaps the reason you want to learn how to muscle test is because you want to reach your perfect weight. But at the moment you learn how to muscle test, you can use this technique for everything, and for everything that is good for your body. Never to predict the future. For that, you will never get the right answer.
Amen. Yes.
Never.
Yes.
Something that is good for you, let's say that you have like a body ache in the body, well, you can ask, what's the reason you're having that body ache? What type of food is good for your health? Is good to have your perfect weight? You can ask for yourself. You can ask if you have kids. You can help your kids. You can help your family members, of course, if you have the permission. If not, you need always to have the permission.
Always.
So it's wonderful to learn how to muscle test.
Always, always. And it's so very important. Remember, sometimes with weight, it has to do with not only what we're eating,
exactly,
but what time are we eating it at? And are we eating it slowly, or are we going because I only have a few minutes? Or are you not having breakfast, maybe having a snack for lunch, and then supper time, you're gorging yourself and your body's going, whoa, what are you doing? I'm going to take all of this food and I'm going to store it in your adipose tissue because you're going to do this again tomorrow. And I need fuel for that whole day. So just like your car needs fuel to go, your body needs fuel to go also. So if you're busy and you're swamped in the morning, it's a very busy time, throw frozen fruit. I mean, don't literally throw, but put frozen fruit in a blender, blend it down, make a shake, put some protein powder in there. Peas and love are great to use, and drink it. Your body will be so very grateful. You say you don't have time for lunch, but what if you took an apple? What if you just did something really simple that your body can digest fast and that can do your health so much good? So today we're here so we can each, Paulo and I, have a volunteer that we can help them. Remember, you want to be at a certain weight. You're at a certain weight now, but you want to be at this weight. But what weight does your subconscious want you to be at? That makes a difference right there. And remember, when we do have weight issues, sometimes that weight is there to protect you from some hurt, from something that happened. So if you would like us to help you today, please send a note here. We'll do what we can. And believe me, there's so much that is involved in this. It's not your fault. You are worthy, you are lovely, and you are a blessing. Always look at yourself like that, right, Paulo? Always look at yourself like that. So what we need from you is your name. Of course, that's in there. Your age, the weight you want to lose, and if there's any circumstance or like when it started or anything like that of any information that would assist us in assisting you. But like Paulo says, we need your permission first before we can do anything, because we're not allowed in anyone's subconscious without that. Right, Paulo?
Yes, I will appreciate so much people that needs help, because Cynthia is going to choose one volunteer. I'm going to choose the other volunteer. If you can ask for help, and you can tell us what Cynthia has asked in the page subconscious healing show, because I'm doing the streaming in different platforms, and the only page that Cynthia can read the post is that page. We're going to create a group, so we're going to do this inside a group, and it's going to be easy for Cynthia and for me to read the comments at the same time.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Paulo. You are so great at this computer stuff.
See, I'm going to say hi to people that is connected here.
Please.
And tell me if you can read some comments, please, Cynthia. Hi, Tina. Welcome here. Thank you for being here. Oh, Leticia, it's here. Hello, Leticia. Hi, Erica. Gloria, it's also here. Hello, Gloria. Okay, Tina, she wants to volunteer.
Beautiful.
And Erica says that she would like to learn, so this is wonderful.
Beautiful.
Tina wants to learn how to muscle test.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, of course, Leticia is saying something important. She's saying, I have like a thyroid imbalance, and I would like to learn this technique. Yes,
that is awesome.
Yes, Julie also it's here. Sonia also it's here.
Beautiful.
Also, she would like to learn how to muscle test.
Beautiful.
Cindy also. Ana Cecilia, hi. Julie also. Tina wants to here also. We
have Anna. Oh, and you said hi to Julie. We say hi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining. We really appreciate your kindness and following us and being here and being brave enough to step up and say, hey, let me have some help, please. So I think I am going to work, if I can, please, with Anna.
Wonderful.
Yeah, she tests strong for me at this point.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful.
Okay, Anna.
So now we are going to wait that Cynthia is going to work with Anna. I'm going to choose another person. But right now, what I want to do, I'm going to write the name here of the people, of these beautiful ladies that they want to learn how to energize.
Oh, beautiful. That would be great.
Yes.
Okay, Anna, I want you just to bring love and peace and harmony into yourself. And I'm going to go into your subconscious now, and I'm going to release some emotions for you. And I will let you know what they are. Thank you so much for letting me in. When we release these trapped emotions, we go over the governing meridian. And this allows us, even though we're long distance, because we're connected to you, that we can release these trapped emotions.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to say something in Spanish because here I'm having a woman that she speaks Spanish.
Sure.
So I hope that she's connected. Hola, Eli, ¿cómo estás? Este show lo hacemos únicamente en inglés, pero por supuesto que si testeamos positivo que te podemos ayudar, lo vamos a hacer. Cintia está trabajando con alguien. Yo voy a seleccionar a alguien más a trabajar. Nuestra intención es enseñar a todas las personas que quieran hacer testeo muscular para que con sus manos ustedes puedan hacer testeo muscular y pueden preguntar, por ejemplo, el tipo de comida que es buena para ustedes, para estar más saludables, para bajar de peso, etcétera, etcétera, etcétera. Si te interesaría tomar una clase para testeo muscular, dime y con mucho gusto. Y yo ahorita te digo también si te seleccionamos. Muchas gracias. So I'm writing here all people that would like to know how to muscle test, but at the same time, I wrote my name down here. Well, you can send a message directly to Cynthia or to me in her Facebook page or in mine or in this show and tell us, oh, please, I want to learn how to energy test, because we will do that. I mean, we will program a class on this. And it's very nice if you learn how to do it. Why? Because you can use this technique, as we said, to ask your body about the type of food that you eat. If it's good, that food for you. If it's not good for you, what is the type of food that is good for you? But you can use, at the moment you know, and you learn how to muscle test, you can do so many things. You can help your body with any imbalance that the body has, like physical imbalance or emotional imbalance. Let's say that you have pain in the neck, in the shoulders, in the lower back, in the knees, or you have any other imbalance, or you wanted to help someone, or you feel that you want to clean your house because you feel that the house that you live is not having very good energy. Because remember, absolutely everything is energy. So at the moment that you know how to muscle test, there are so many beautiful things that you can learn. Cynthia is the owner of 𝘊𝘆's Enlightened Network, and it's a beautiful community that she has built where we are healers helping healers.
Mm-hmm.
We are there 2 webinars a month, and in these 2 webinars a month, we have classes of different modalities that help energy healers. And at the same time, we will start in HEN, that is 𝘊𝘆's Enlightened Network classes. I mean, classes for the people that wants to go one step forward or more than one step forward. And we will start classes in both languages, in English and in Spanish, to help people that want to become a healer, and also to help energy healers that they want to go deeper, because we have level 1 and level 2. I mean, beginners, intermediate. So at the same, if you want to learn more and get deeper in the energy healing modality, drop us a message.
Please.
Please.
We love to teach. We love doing this. This is a joy to us.
Some people that I know and some people that I work, they say, "Oh, but no, this is so difficult." No, it's not difficult.
Oh, it's not difficult.
No, it's not. It's a blessing. It's a blessing,
Yes.
modality, because you work with yourself and you can help others. It's a type of work that you can do it from your house or from your office. It's not necessary that you have the person you work in front of you or with you. You can do it long distance. And always I say, for people that they don't believe that energy healing works long distance, always I say, let me work on you, and I want to work with pain, with physical pain.
Yes.
Because then when you work with physical pain, if the person is having neck pain, shoulder pain, or the pain is gone or is lessened, why sometimes the pain, we can lessen the pain in 1 session or in 10 minutes, and why sometimes it's not possible? It depends the layers of emotions.
Yes.
It depends the layers of emotional baggage. Healing happen in layers. We have different layers.
Yes, and the reason for why we have so many layers, you have to stop and think about what your lifestyle is like, what your choices have been. And there's so many within our life that we have ups and downs, and some of them stick with us a little harder than others.
Mm-hmm.
And the more that they stick, or the more that they vibrate, because energy is a frequency, can really cause some major problems. Okay, Anna, there's a lot here, so I hope I can help you understand. The first thing that came up was food toxins. Now, there are so many food toxins, it's hard to stay away from all of them, but it's very good to read labels and make sure that you do. This toxin is actually processed food. And processed food, we know, has so many bleachings and there's just so much stuff in it. So try as much as you can to eat from raw. I know it's harder and more expensive, but opening a box sometimes is not well either, but processed food can come in many ways. Like I said, please read labels and test, muscle test. Is this good for me or is this not? The next thing that came up is a cosmetic, and it's an actual spiritual cosmetic that came up as your hair dye, and maybe change formulas of what you're using. And that got released. And then you had a broadcast message, a command broadcast message. And this broadcast message is like Paulo said, going across your chest or yelling through a microphone, "Here I am, listen to me, listen to me." So this one was a command one, and it's saying, "Punish me." And it's at age 28. And at age 28, you also had an emotional resonance of grief. But underneath of that grief, your deep head muscles were not happy. So they were actually blocked. Somehow you must have injured your head somehow, and it injured your larynx. And the larynx and the throat chakra were not happy due to a wall of terror wrapping around them. And it's like it's squeezing your throat, and you can't speak. You can't say what you need to say. You can't swallow what you need to do. There's just so much involved with the larynx itself. And then you had a spirit body. And many people explain a spirit body in a different way. But a spirit body is like someone being attached, riding on your back at this point in time, like somebody's riding you and agitating you. Well, this happens to be a male, and this is all still at age 28, and it gives you heartache with a generator of vulnerability. So it means that it's vibrating this much harder. So we got rid of that. But underneath of that was a spirit to physical tear. When we have our physical body and our spiritual body, and we have something traumatic or upsetting to us occur, it literally tears. So I put yours back in. It will take 3 days just to process this little that I did. And I hope this helps you on your way. We would like to hear back from you and see how you're doing. Please drop us a line. And thank you so much for allowing me to assist you today.
Thank you, Cynthia. I have here one beautiful lady. Her name is Sonia. She's asking, she's saying, I'm not having problem with weight, but you can, but I have so many food allergies.
Mm-hmm.
We are very happy. Always, if it's something that people that is in this show will like us to do a specific show on that, Cynthia and I, we will love to do a show.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes.
Sonia, with love, we can plan to do like perhaps can be next show to work with food allergies.
Mm-hmm.
If people wants that, yes, I mean, why not? We can.
Right.
We can do a show in hormones, in female hormones, and give some tips how you can move the energy of your body, food allergies, and any topic that people want.
From A to Z, actually, because that's what we deal with. From something as simple, but acne is not simple, but from something from acne, clear up to Parkinson's and on and on and on. There's nothing we can't really assist with, but we don't assist with the disease. We assist with the symptoms in which you are occurring, because we are not doctors. We are energy intuitive healers that can assist you in a way that nobody else can. This epidemic or pandemic of emotions that can cause imbalances in our body. When you have a weight issue, when you self-sabotage yourself so much, it is really hard to see past, because all you're seeing is the weight. But please take that off your eyes and remember how beautiful you are. I know that some people with weight, the need is for protection.
Yeah.
Have you found that, Paulo?
Oh, yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes, absolutely. I energy test Leticia Puente. So I'm gonna work with you, Leticia, and please tell me how old are you in the same message. I will appreciate it so much. How old are you? What's the body weight that you're having right now? And what's the perfect weight that you would like to reach? I will wait until you answer. And something that always I recommend my clients and people I know, this is very good for obviously to reach the perfect weight, but it's good for everything. It's also good for low self-esteem. It's a beautiful exercise that I love from Louise Hay that is doing mirror work. Most of the time, and I have seen, it doesn't matter if you have extra pounds or if you have the perfect weight. Sometimes people look at the mirror and they don't accept.
Oh, I did that wrong.
You don't like, for example, some people, they don't like the arms. They say, oh no, they are terrible. They are so fat, or they are so flat, or they don't like the stomach, or they don't like the boot, or they don't like the whole body. No, it's like some people, they see themselves in the mirror, but they don't accept how they are. At the moment you see yourself at the mirror, believe me, this is true. At the moment you see yourself at the mirror, you look deeply into your eyes. Yes. And you start seeing all your body, you bless your body, you love your body. That, yes, can create magic.
Yes.
That, yes, can create magic. Because at the moment you see yourself in the mirror and you don't judge yourself, you love all your body, your eyes, your face, your hair, your skin, your nails, everything. If you have some extra, it will be gone. That I have seen
Yes.
works.
Yes.
Really, because and you see yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I mean, for example, my name is Paola. If I see myself in the mirror, I will say, I love you, Paola. Or sometimes I say, I love you, Pao. And some people, they might think, oh, that's a lot of ego. No,
No.
you are talking to yourself. You are talking to that little child saying, hey, I love you. And you can make faces and you can laugh and you can make a joke like the little childs they do. I
Yes.
mean, the little childs, if you have childs, you have seen when they look themselves at the mirror and they are little, they never judge. I mean, they jump. If they are fat, they laugh. They don't care. They accept themselves as they are.
As they are, yes. And that's so important because we don't accept ourselves as we are as we get older, maybe not even younger when things occur, because we get mixed emotions when we're young and it carries through with us. So remember, some of the things you can say positive to yourself is, I look beautiful today. How easy is that to just do, to just feed yourself positive reinforcements? Every time you have a negative come across, ask it to just leave, send it love and change it. Paulo taught me a long time ago about manifestation. And if you can manifest yourself 60 seconds before you close your eyes, manifest the weight that you want to lose and how you would look at that weight and see yourself running and playing. And that makes a big difference, because we know that when you do have weight issues, you feel that you're unworthy, that you're unlovable, but you are not. You are very lovable. People get stuck in how they see themselves. They think that they're going to be a failure because they have a little added extra weight. No, you're not. You're precious. The self-talk that we do to ourselves is a type of punishment that we do to ourselves that we can help you with. I'm sure this relates to some of you on how you do that. And that's why we talk so much about the proper food. It's just not the food, but it's also the movement of our body. If we're not moving in the way that our body, some people press weight and work out really heavily, but what if that's not the proper thing that your body needs? We can actually figure that out when we muscle test. Or what if, like I said, the time of day you're eating is the wrong time of day for your body, and 6 little meals instead of 1 big meal or 3 minimum meals would be better. Snack on a handful of almonds if you get hungry. If you get sweet, pick up need a sweet, pick up an apple, something like that. We can always do other things besides that. Try to pick up, even I have some clients do a food journal. And what they do in the food journal is they write down what time they eat, what they are eating, the amount they are eating, the time, everything, what they drank. And then they do that for like 3 or 4 days for me, for I can pick up on their pattern. And when we figure out that pattern and what's not good for them, then we can change things to make things more healthier for you. Because not everybody's body, like Paulo says, can accept the same food and do the same thing. So we need to change that up a little bit. And when you're trying to diet, you don't want to look at it as dieting. You want to look at it as just a little different way. You're just getting a little fit. Remember, the self-talk is just so, so important. Riding a bicycle might not be your thing. Doing yoga may not be your thing. Lifting weights. Try to find your niche. But like I said, Paulo and I can muscle test and find those for you. We actually have a list that we go from. And remember that at times, weight issues can also be caused from a trauma. And there can be fear involved and the vulnerability, which makes us feel unattractive due to this vulnerability that we didn't know exactly how to deal with, or we just didn't deal with it and we stuffed it away. Some women are having trouble losing weight after pregnancy. That's a hormonal thing for most, and it does take a little time. So don't be so hard on yourselves. Love yourselves as who you are. The more love you show yourself, the more that you'll love your body. Laughter makes a big help with this.
Actually, it's a woman here, Ellie. I mean, unfortunately, she don't speak English, but I will tell you, she has wrote here already that she has a hyperthyroidism, and that exactly is what you are saying. She has start having problems with weight loss since the moment her son born.
Since the moment her son was born, and that's when her thyroid dropped.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me too. And that does cause a big imbalance there. And that's where we have to feed our bodies the proper nutrition, because those hormones are going to cause a little problem if they're not okay. As you can see, mine were all cut out. So I have to take pills for this every day. So the thyroid does play a part. Everybody thinks it's just one thing that plays a part in your weight, but it does not. There are parts in your brain that also are very important with weight loss. I believe it's your amygdala and your hypothalamus. And remember that your body wants to run on homeostasis. And if fed and given the right proportions and the right things for your body to be totally physically fit, you can muscle test for all of it. You can muscle test. Some people have to take supplements, and supplements, I don't want you to think of them as, oh, it's another pill. Supplements are a way to feed whatever imbalance you are having and to allow that balance to get an even, so you don't have to take it. Supplements are not something you have to take for the rest of your life. Supplements have helped many people. We have several people use crystals. We have several people use essential oils. There's so many things that we can do to help ourselves to help this. But the trouble is we just can't see. We get stuck. Sometimes there's a blockage in there that doesn't allow it. It can be even a physical to physical blockage, to where you have a part of your body is not connecting to another part of your body. You have to remember that adipose tissue has layers to it. It has a epidermis, the dermis itself, the top layer, and then the third layer. And then we have the sweat glands, and then it's the fat tissues. So that's in each layer of everything. And if you've never dry brushed, that can help also, because remember, it's the elimination of our body not to be able to get rid of the byproducts in which we eat. So dry brushing, because our skin is one of the largest organs, and I always start at my feet and come up before each and every shower. And I actually do it to where your skin gets red, and you go up and do so, and then get in that shower and really clean. And when you come out, make sure you always hydrate your skin. Take good care of that skin. So many people do not do that. And it's very important. And then make sure that your colon is always moving. There's so many things that play a role with your liver. Your liver plays a role because, again, it is an organ that takes all the negative things and tries to process it. Like if you're an alcoholic, you get cirrhosis of the liver, not all the time, but I'm just using this as an example. So to clean that, the liver is the only organ that can regenerate itself. So if you're not eliminating right, you can feed your liver something simple like lemon water to help it. But remember, you don't want to stay on the lemon water forever, because it will affect the enamel on your teeth. And there are other ways you can also help yourself. Eating more fresh vegetables are an excellent way to help our bodies. Sometimes when people have weight issues, there's also what's called Candida albicans. I don't know if you've all heard of that or not, but that can cause a yeast inside of your intestines, and it can actually go throughout your body. and it can cause brain fog, Crohn's. There's so many imbalances that goes along with Candida albicans. And that just means that your microbiome is not happy. And the microbiome we need, it's almost like a third brain. Your heart is like a second brain, and this is like a third brain, but they're all supposed to be one. They're all supposed to be connected. But if your microbiome is not happy and you feed it sugars and non-beneficial foods and don't feed it the right things, then that yeast will overgrow. If you're on antibiotics a lot, if you're on a lot of medications, there's many factors within it. And then you have to decide, is it just a moderate, is it acute, or is it severe? And then there's a different eating plan for each one. And then you would wash your clothes in borax and a little bit of tea tree because you don't want that going on to anybody else. Then you need to take some Partiarco and tea tree and oregano oil and rub that around your belly button. And there's a few other things to do. These are just something quick to tell you. But just don't run out and do that because you don't know if you have Candida. So we always need to muscle test to make sure of that. There's so many things that we can do ourselves in our own hands to help our bodies. Just giving it the right foods and the right things that we muscle test for our highest good can help us get well.
We have also here my beautiful friend, Jennifer Sweet. Hi, how are you? Jennifer is saying that she wants to lose weight badly. She has gained 35 pounds since she had a surgery to remove the fallopian tubes and implants in September 2020. And yes, she says, I don't love my body at all. That's very important, Jen. That's
right.
very important.
Right.
So, I mean, perhaps we can do like different shows related with their body weight. If people, I mean, because most of the people that follow up are women.
Right, right. So if you do want to have us talk about it, send us a note. And we can just plan those.
Exactly. I mean, ask us, what do you need, what people need?
Right.
And we're going to create the shows for you people, of course.
Yes, that's what we're here for, is to help you to feel better.
I have worked with 𝘊𝘆 Puente already.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell 𝘊𝘆 what I found. Let's see. First, I found it's a trap emotion of panic that you have trapped when you were 37 years old, and this is related with a male. Remember, to do this energy work, we connect with your subconscious mind. When your subconscious mind tells us, when we muscle test, I need to know more, we need to ask more information. But at the moment the subconscious mind don't need to know more, we don't ask more, and we ask if it's safe, and we remove the emotion or the energy we found. So I found a trap emotion of panic, 37 years old, and then I found toxicity. The first toxicity that I found in your body, 𝘊𝘆, is a nutritional additive of processed food. And it's the same. Always I tell people, try to avoid buying cans, buying the food that is packed in Tetra Pak. If we eat more fresh food, that's better for our bodies. But well, I found a nutritional and additive toxicity, and this toxicity was lodged in the adipose tissue. Remember that the adipose tissue is the body fat, is the body fat we have. So we removed this toxicity, and I found another toxicity from a sweetener. And this sweetener is an artificial sweetener. Was aspartame. Aspartame, yeah.
That's a bad one.
Lodge in pancreas. We remove this toxicity. I haven't found underlying imbalances. And then it's interesting because I found this energy that is no will to be seen energy. The no will to be seen energy is this type of energy that you don't want the people seeing you. It's like, no, I don't want the people seeing me. Is, for example, if you go out to a restaurant or to a party or to friends, is you don't want that people will look at you.
Right, right.
It's interesting because I found that you trap this energy when you were 50 years old. Down this energy, the no will to be seen, I found two emotions, a compound. Compound are two emotions that you share. One is frustration, and the other one, well, was shock. So frustration and shock, you share, you were sharing when you were 50 years old with a male. Share trap emotions, it means that another person that is a male and you both at the same time were feeling this emotion. That's the reason you share this energy. So we remove these shared trap emotions of frustration and shock. And then I found this is a disconnection that sometimes shows up. And I believe that this is a very important disconnection that we need to work with. This disconnection was spirit out of the body. A spirit out of the body means this is the physical body, the one that we can touch like this. So imagine that this is your physical body, but we have another body that is the energy body or the spirit body, that is a fingertip of the physical body. A complete disconnection will mean that we're deaf. The type of disconnections that we find in body code is like, imagine that this is your physical body and this is the spirit body. They must be connected like this. Like when you have like a glove on the hand that perfectly suits, it's the same. But this type of disconnection is small. It's like this or is like this. It's little, okay? The disconnection was 66%. And of course, this is a connection that we want to have at 100%. Below this disconnection, associated imbalances that I found, number one was like a no will to put in feelings, energy. No will to put in feelings is you don't want to have feelings. You don't want to feel. Sometimes we feel that our heart is broken and we say, no, I don't want to feel this sadness or I don't want to feel this anger. Right. So it's in that direction. This is 41 years old when you have trapped this energy. Also, I found, contributing with the spirit out of the body, this connection, hatred. Trap emotion of hatred, 41 years old. And I found a will to energy. And the will to energy is will to hide your true self. I mean, a will to hide the person you really are. That's a will to hide the true self. So this is the energy or the associated imbalances below the spirit out of the body. Then I energy test, and the spirit is within the physical body. Good. It belongs. Good. So I don't know. Tell us, Leticia, sorry, if this resonates with you, and as you have seen, and as Cecilia have seen, something that is beautiful of this modality that Cynthia and I we work with is that we don't need to know the story. I mean, sometimes the story is very sad, or we have wounds, so we don't need to dig in the wound. We need to know which is the energy, which are the imbalances, and remove them.
Right, right. Because if you get stuck in that story, that means you'll stay stuck in that past that vibrates, and that's the only thing you know. And it may be scary to come out and to be you. But let me tell you, it is such a beautiful transformation when you allow you to be you, and to don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about what they say. Just send them love. because you love yourself, and that's all that's important. When we have so many imbalances in our lives, at times we feel like giving up. We feel like, is this just the way it's going to be? But it doesn't have to be. That's why Paola and I love to teach. We love to teach at Healers Enlightened Network. We teach 2 times a month for a webinar on the 1st and the 3rd Tuesday at 7 o'clock. Or no, it changed times to 1 Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have a Spanish class starting next month. That is at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And then we will also be having on Wednesday, we will be having beginners and intermediate classes for people to learn about muscle testing, about the emotion code, about the body code. That will enhance your intuition and your ability to help yourself, your friends. Please don't hesitate to sign us up and look up. Also, we are doing a beautiful podcast at this time. And Paul, what else do we have on board?
Yes, the podcast is so beautiful. If you want to know more, listen this podcast, because people that knows will understand, and people that don't know anything also will understand. You can find the podcast in Spotify and also in Anchor. I'm going to share the podcast in this page and in my pages, so you can. The podcast is in English. We will start the podcast in Spanish, but right now it's in English, and it's beautiful because it talks about energy, how energy works, about energy medicine for energy medicine for pets,
Yes.
about the trap emotions that we can have. So you can search for Healers Enlightened Network in Spotify, and you will find the podcast. The podcast is absolutely beautiful.
We've only done, I think, 14 of them or 13 of them. I was doing them twice a week, but right now we're just doing them hopefully every 3 or 4 days. It gets a little busy at times. We also do a newsletter.
Yeah.
So we would love to have you join us. I mean, the classes are going to be great. They are 12 weeks. There's 6 weeks for the beginners and 6 weeks for the intermediate. So it's 12 weeks straight. And we are also beginning a prayer group for people who have acute or chronic imbalances that need prayer to lift them up. We all know that energy works so beautifully. And if we have about 15 people to be our prayer warriors with us for 2 Sundays a month for an hour, and to help these people that cannot help themselves, it is such a beautiful thing to give back and to give of ourselves. So if you would like to join us, please let us know. We would surely be honored to have you with us.
Yes, this prayer group that we will start is absolutely beautiful, because we are searching for people that wants to join the prayer group and be with us like 2 Sundays a month and to pray. And perhaps you know someone that needs help.
Right.
You can bring this person to the to the prayer group, and we're going to work with energy. We're going to pray, and we are going to help that person.
Right. And you can sign up for that at Healers Enlightened Network. You can sign up for that.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have everything finished on that yet, but I think we do. But we want to get the prayer people going first before we start filling up with people. So we would need a good amount of people. 15 would be a good amount to vibrate that up. And what we have the client do, say they have a stomach imbalance that's causing them grief, and we would have them state like a mantra, what would be a positive effect that would come from you that would be good, that would make your energy rise. And someone would write down to feel no stomach pain, or to have no stomach pain, or be free of stomach pain, to heal the stomach pain, whatever it is. And then that person would be put inside of a med bed, inside of a holographic med bed, and just allow them to breathe and at ease. And then we are the ones that pray for them. And we pray for about 8 minutes, and then it's done.
It's beautiful.
It's very beautiful. We play music, and
Yes.
it's very enlightening. People really feel different when they do this, so it's awesome. Leticia asks, is this liberation permanent?
Mhm.
Yes, yes. Remember, as Paulo said, with layers, due to our lifestyles and everything that we have, there's layers to everything we have. We start feeling emotions. They started to say in the 3rd trimester, but they're finding now that it's actually before then that the baby can actually feel the emotions that's going on around them.
Mhm.
So remember that you've got all these gathered emotions, and it's time to let them go. It's time to be free of the emotional baggage that is stopping you being the person that you want to be. Allow us to help you.
Yes, exactly. This everything we remove for you today, Leticia, and also everything that has been removed for Ana Cecilia, it's gone. I mean, for example, the panic that I found when you were 37 years old, I mean, that is gone. It will
Mhm.
never come back, that emotion. But something that is important is that, of course, any other time that we will work for you, panic can show up again.
Right.
Let's imagine that we are working with neck pain. Let's say
Mhm.
that it's neck pain. So, I mean, who never know? Perhaps we found another trap emotion of panic lodged here, but this never will be the same one.
No.
Perhaps we
No.
find panic here, and it's a trap emotion that you have trapped when you were 10 years old, or 5 years old, or 50 years old. Or perhaps it's not yours. Perhaps it's an absorbed emotion.
Right.
It's a prenatal emotion, or it's an inherited emotion, or it's
Mhm.
any other type of emotion.
Right, right. And it's amazing. People, I don't think, understand how they can absorb emotions from other people. But if you think about it, you absorb emotions from the TV. Say you're watching a TV program and it jerks at your heart and you cry. Did that cause energy to occur? Yes, it did. So any type of energy, whether it's thought energy, word energy, radio tower energy, the energy from these devices, from our furniture, from our house, energy can change. And we actually can come into a home, not literally, but subconsciously, and clear up the home to make it a much better, peaceful place to live. It's very beautiful, these modalities that we have learned, on top of more, on top of more. And we will never stop learning, because we want to learn for you. Because if we don't know, how else can we teach you to teach others, so everyone can have a peaceful world to live in? It's time to let go of the anger. It's time to love yourself.
Exactly.
It's time to be grateful for yourself.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for you, Paola.
Thank you for you. Grateful for you, Cynthia. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, next Sunday, Cynthia and I, we will be together again at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central Time. In Central Time, we haven't changed our time. We will change the 4th of April. So after the 4th of April, Eastern Time will be the same, 1 o'clock is Eastern Time, but Central Time obviously will be 12, okay?
Will be 12. So when you have that, Paulo, how long does that stay like that? Will that be like that the whole next year then, for a whole year, until they change it again?
Till October. I think in October,
Oh,
again,
like ours.
change.
Okay.
Yeah, we will change time again in October.
Beautiful.
So I will suggest for Ana Cecilia and Leticia, please drink water. It's important that you maintain yourself hydrated. We have removed energy because we work with energy, so please maintain yourself hydrated. If it's anything you feel, that always our intention is that you process all this energy with love, peace, and harmony. But if you feel anything, please write us, and we will assist you, Ana Cecilia and Leticia.
And remember that you may have vivid dreams, you may have vivid thoughts, and you may have a little bit of body ache. And the body aches are actually from the lactic acid that builds up in our body. And when we release emotions, that lactic acid comes out and releases. So keep moving, keep drinking. It's
Exactly.
amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Pippi.
Thank you so much, beautiful ladies,
Yes.
in this show. And we will see everyone in next week.
Yes, we will. Have a great week. God bless each one of you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.